Kaya yixatini stekatuhan. Yachana adat yutakatusa at yahayejni. Yashukwa aya yishkasnik wuch in gachtisayech. Chatasadat. Je yewa achtuasagu. Je yishkasnik yewa gachtisayech. Kausagutin. Chakausagutin. Chakana akawe. Washisatin aya. Yisai Satuk aya hashukwa aya Shkashnik Katish. You just take a which it you katankach to us a good kayishahiti yak. Gosh Satuk Akashanakait the Gahuts Uhu. Gosh Isai Yisatin. Keshi edeka kwaha ya yidat. Gosh Yisatin kwa ikina kuuwu. They has a kosher hit the pa away e dekakwaha. Ya which it hashkashniki. Chadasa dad, chadasa it was a good. Quashi to us a good to e dekach to the quati. Ekakwati. Ya to us a good ya Google Doc a kakaya kayi shahiti. We link a ya dekach shahit way chat kach to kakwa akko ayijis. Ya aktuasakutsu yisaku. We Google Docs. One khanins keshulchin. We atayi du yiki G ka atayi du yiki X. Keshkadain aka kagaktu sheet we crippen keyboard team. Gwashi tuasaku ko akayishahidi. Gwashukwa we Zoom chat akade, akad Zoom chat, adach copy, ka Google Docs a day paste. Yeah, wash wuchin yagach tidlak, chakausa gutin. Yide kakronik so yet late kak inach, akad aktuasagu yisaku, that yachsa yejikach to me. It's great to see everybody. We're going to talk tonight about our final projects for this class and our work, but we are also going to invent a story on this Google document. This is fictional, whatever we want, no wrong way to do it. Well, I guess the only wrong way to do it would be to go out of sequence. So the way that we're going to try this, Satuk will write the very first sentence of the story. Once she has, Shanakait will write the next sentence of the story, and it'll go one sentence at a time. So it's not your turn until the person whose name is above yours has gone. We're going to try and do this in the Google document. However, Google Docs does not allow a combined keystroke for the underline G and the underline X because sometimes it's weak. So my suggestion for that, if you have underline X or G, to copy and paste them from Nila Topa has just put them in there for us. Or you could type it into the Zoom chat first, copy it, and then paste it. If you need any help with anything, just feel free to ask. We're just doing this for fun. This is a fun activity that'll be going on in the background while we talk about our final assignment for this class.
Can we also use a H if we can't do the underlines or can't see the chat?
H is fine.
Okay.
And then
and also, can I just say that if you didn't see, I have to do another meeting, but I'm going to try and stay on both Zooms. But if someone's behind me, just know if you have to skip over me, I'll try to be on, is all I'm trying to say, but I may not be able to.
Finish. So the only to keep in mind is wait for the person above you to go first, and we'll just keep this rolling in the background. Maybe I'll turn it off the screen so that we can. I won't screen.
Lance?
Yeah.
Are we going to do this now? And I don't know anything about Google Docs and typing on this share screen thing.
We could just do it live if you guys want to do it that way. And then if anyone wants to be the Kadachi, the typist, that might help us out.
That would enable me to participate.
Okay.
I could type for Shandakai.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, I was assuming I would type right on this thing that's on my screen right now.
Whichever way you're comfortable. If you want to just say it and then we could type it for you, that's totally fine.
Okay, because I won't be able to type on this nice screen, huh?
You can. There's a link. There should be a link in the chat that brings you to a Google Doc that you can type into.
Because I have this wonderful thing already, so it might be in chat, huh?
Okay.
It'll
Well,
open a separate window though.
oh, because when I click chat, this is, I got this great thing. Some people have put in stuff already.
Oh, yeah, so if you can type into that, then you get away.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm going to try because
Okay.
I'm going first. I'm giving it a try.
Yeah.
Get away.
While you are trying, here's what I'm thinking for our, we've been doing lots. We did kind of, we just sort of share a bunch. We shared a bunch of narratives and other things so far. So what I'm thinking is we're going to get as far as we can on kalneek. So I want to see how far you can just keep going along. And as far as the transcription and the translation, if you're stuck on something, just go to the next sentence, next sentence, next sentence. And then we're going to go together, and our goal is to try and get through as much of that story as we can. So there's one is your translation exercise, which we're all doing collaboratively, but hopefully you're trying to go a little bit ahead of us every week as we go forward. Then we have class tonight, no class on Wednesday, but we do have 2 classes next week, 2 classes the week after that. And then we're final meeting. So there's only 5 left after tonight. And only 4 classes and then 1 final meeting. So the final meeting, I think we should all just share something. Whatever, like, you all have been doing this for quite a while. So I would like you to just put together something entirely in the language that you could share with us. That's a few minutes long. And then I would like us to have a response. Like ideally, someone would share something and then every single person would say one thing about it. And then that's going to be our fight. That's what I think we should do. So just make something that's maybe 5 minutes long. That's a lot of minutes. And it's fine if you're reading it, if you made a video of it, whatever it is. And we'll talk next semester too about, and also this semester, about like increasing our ability to do creative projects, if that's what we want to do. And just sort of, our goal here is just to keep learning and then to just demonstrate some stuff. That's really what we do at this point. And then we'll just keep having conversations as well about 10 years from now, what should advanced Tlingit look like? I'm always curious about those things. So that's what I think. Any other thoughts? Is everybody okay?
There are some students in this class who really are advanced, and maybe 10 years from now, those advanced people now will be average in the advanced class.
Okay.
Isn't that a great thought?
Yeah, but the whole thing is way up.
Moving the crowd forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that is a Monday. This Monday, December 13th is our final meeting. Rahoot until January.
Is there a file to download that kalneek so I can upload it to my Elon?
Yeah, all those files. Oh,
I was looking for it, and I'm probably looked past it, but I don't know.
oh, for the video. You guys need the video?
Yeah, just so I can. Well, for me, I listen to it over and over again, but more than like once or twice, and so I can hear what he's saying.
Yeah. The answer is yes. And I will put it in the chat.
Enough cheese.
Once I find it. Did I share the, oh, never mind. Let me make sure. I will put the link on our class webpage, and it's also in the chat for the movie file, so you have that. Okay. So what do you folks want to do with this story? You want to get it started?
Yes, I'm composing it in my mind already.
Okay. Should we do other work while you folks are composing? Is that too distracting, two things at once?
Can you get in this? I'm in the Google Doc now. I think I can do it, but can you easily, can I easily do this doc and get back to watching class as well? Or can you only do one at a time and you got to switch in and out of the Google Doc?
What happens if I do that? Can you folks can still see it though on your screen? You might, because sometimes if I share my screen, like it'll put Zoom into full screen mode, but you can get out of full screen mode. But it depends if you're looking on a tablet or if you're looking on a computer.
Huh.
So we could just pause the conjugation stuff and just do the story if you folks want to, or we could come back and read the story at the end of class.
Would this verb duke help with those suspenders?
Well, it's only if you're going to tie, if people don't usually tie them on though, right?
Like,
It's usually like a clip or a button.
A button or something, yeah.
Shouldn't it be stretchy too? Like,
It's such maybe
Just,
they-
a-
who's gonna strap them again?
just an unfortunate example that fit right into somebody's idea.
Ukatash kina. But it's not really, I think a seek has to do with a balance, but I don't know. I call a seatbelt kaya kajit kasigi.
Was het dus ook geet?
Yeah, so this is hiksha.
Luksha?
Hiksha nachati. Could be that. The thing over the shoulder.
I think you have to somehow include those like that it's holding your pants up.
Right? That's its main function.
Was het ook aesthetic?
What?
Aesthetic.
Aesthetic. Oh. Aesthetic is like sounding nice or looking nice or something. What about Tukatash Kiyigi? Or it'd be Tukatash Kiyigi. Pants puller upper.
That's the ticket right there.
Hmm.
Okay. All right.
You
Okay.
know, why don't we try and do it just quickly so it'll help us with our speaking and our comprehension. And
Okay.
if it bogs down, then we'll go to the written.
Okay.
That's just a suggestion.
Let's get it off the ground. Need a good opening line.
Ready? Are you ready?
And how are they?
Take het wuniek kua yayigi ach yak e.
What's the last part? Name?
Oh, I said ku'ah, where you have ya.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Ku'ah, yaigi. Okay, I thought ku'ah would come after wutuliyéx.
I don't think ku'ah should work as like a conjunction. It should
Oh.
follow something. It works best if it follows a noun.
Oh,
But you can say cha'an ku'ah. That would work.
cha'an ku'ah.
Yeah.
So, cha'an ku'ah. Cha'an ku'ah yaigi. Ach, to woo. Yake. Period.
Okay. Tutkechat bunik cha'an ku'ah ya yagi achtu yake. So there's multiple ways you could do that. And so like some of the differences here, so like ya yagi ku'ah. Today though, I feel good.
Okay.
And then you could also say cha'an ku'ah, which is sort of like, despite that, I feel good today. They're doing very similar things, which is sort of like some of the fine-tuned stuff. Ku'ah is not it doesn't work well for starting a phrase or starting. It sort of, we kind of use it sometimes as like although or but, which it kind of means, but it just ku'ah or cha'an ku'ah. Okay, it's cheese.
Kiyoshi, a lot of times says adach, ku'ach. She just says, she says it sounds naked without that, is how she puts it, It
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, it just wants to follow something. Adach ku'ah. From that, however, or following that, however. Yeah, it's a really good way to think of it.
Okay. Gonna cheese.
Shalaqait di'il ku'ah. Chatasai tuwasaku. Hachtin, sanditlas, sa kuhosatin. Echosaku and sanditlas chisati. Shalaqait, Lingi winning.
Oh boy.
While you're thinking, I'll just remind the gang, this is a purely creative, fun exercise. So it's just all about like making up a story, which is sometimes accepting the challenge from the person before you and challenging the person after.
Yehwaji, Chatinik, COVID-19 teen. Yehwaji, Chatinik, COVID-19 teen. And I'm speaking as if I were Satuk.
We just have a fictional narrator. Sheesh. Goed ucho, eet koha. Isai ay dat koha hel goed te school. In takjen de kingaar. Ik kan geen anonymous penguin. Nu en ik je getangi. Goed ucho. Ah. Nee. Het ke Abby at echi yanik usai. Sean.
Wasa dosak iu katangi like ach enig goed ucho.
Wasak akademik. Chat kach. Akademik. Oops, akademik.
Academy.
Kaya patsiach to sa guisa po. Akananik.
Sure. Tatke abi alexi yanik dusayi ishan. I don't know where that dusayi came from. I was typing leg, but it didn't come out that way. And what I was trying to say was yesterday, Abby hurt her leg when she was dancing. So sad.
Oh, okay. COVID-19. Yeah, but Ishan. Okay. Ishan. Okay. Katsu. Haoni. Ishan will hantatka. Abidukus kakatsu haoni. Nikega.
Mm. Ishke, Tuch, Dushan, Yanik.
Hussein Huchaway. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
sheesh.
Das lle tuch deit ka duas ha.
Throat,
Suye Yanaka?
throat,
I couldn't hear you.
throat.
Road. Ah.
Yeah,
Ah.
I think.
Yeah, well,
Ah. Adu sa. Abby ka we tlech ka adu sa yani uhan. I mean Stakat Yuhan. Okay. Which away gunal chish ni sato la.
Gonna cheese.
sorry.
Yana 8, who took ya?
Ah.
Yana 8.
Ah.
Okay,
Which away.
okay.
Disa achaw saha ay. Quadra. Okay. Akatina khieti. Ha. Kak. 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 Kachin. Kat. Chai. Hey. Okay. Ikhoha. Oh, what is that?
Erica
Crossing.
is in chat.
Okay. Gosh. Ikhoha.
Gotta find the right window. I was trying to type into the Zoom Google Doc.
Beep, beep, beep.
So that's what it would be, primary window.
Which again? That's what's a khatuti.
Like, hold on. I have way too many windows open, so I keep getting lost. Actually, that's good.
Okay. Keshwasa khatuti ya waka. Chish. Kakhti need for.
Classical quest.
Good daksa.
Your leg, because your legs hurt, right?
Oh. Kusaka.
Who's
Okay. No. Who's cow the net? Equagutke.
Wasa or dasa coordinate.
Like especially like some kind of, if you had a real shaky like if someone had a condition where their hand shakes a lot, that'd be cow the neck. Tremble, yeah.
Like the first couple sentences, you heard her foot dancing, right?
So now where her leg was hurting, so now it's trembling. Mm.
Would that be the right structure for she put it in really hot water, or they put it in really hot water?
Yeah. I would probably say yatayihim. Nach yatayihim a 2-day yehas ausane de cruz. But the verb would always be interesting here because like they did it, right? That's kind of what you end up with. And there might be some other way to be like, if like say if I grab someone's foot and set it in there, I would probably assume it would be kunach yitayihin a 2-day has wusatan de cruz. We'll try that out. I'm pretty sure you would wusatan if you move someone's arm around, which is just like you're moving a stick. And then I would probably go like that. Kunach yitayihin a 2-day yan has wusatan de cruz. They put her foot in really hot water. You can. Eat woo. Eat woo.
Adach ku'a sluk wasa ku'a dot. Sluk dasa achin kalneek.
Kechtasa chan kadini keksha.
Ah.
I'm saying. That's all. Acht. Kitty. Oh. Teď chalchinach nanečka meke.
Hospital.
Acht hitty day night. The cut you han. Okay. Hey, cheese. Shuk eat ko.
Enough cheese. Non sequitur away.
Goodness, cheese way, large type.
Oh, it's the cut that quesky way.
We needed a turkey somewhere.
Abby did to us a good faith. Do not count the each with faith.
This is like good literature. Characters introduced early on appear again later.
Okay. Do not count the each with faith. Okay. What you take again at a second switch for. It was Hushkash Negi. Okay. Could reach it for That's not good for me. Cheese. Eat. Yeah, in the sun. Oosh. Now, yeah, eat for. Okay. That's good. Kutchagut with Kashukawagi too. Ishan. Goya Juan now a Kanachwe matrix Yachaya. Okay, Kanaku Achina Kawani Klaqait Kli. Klaqait Kli Kakihai Aka away. Kuchsadnech Ikus. Leave it as Kus. Aka Kuchsadnech. Wekanagu. Since this is more of a quote, you might say ye chat yauseka. Okay, okay. Stop. Eat for
Ade gaat naar die
We're just making a silly story.
klesh gaat ja je Kajastan unique.
Ishan.
Ik hoor je van.
Kasi dik kwa yang. At click.
Tahini, yidashi. Hope for your chicken soup. But I'll tell you what the best is. Tahini chega asii where achat.
Okay. Akshat ko konach yake tahini ausi.
Asii.
Yake.
Uch.
Yedishitsine it ko.
Aw.
Kadawut, ayakwa. Kadawut nap.
Oh, takladut.
Ah, geez. I saw it the other day. Yeah, and
It's like I think it's like curling up around sleep.
yeah. Tuyayanaka.
Takladut.
Oops. Yakakwa.
Okay. What think?
Also, kadu kachaka henach takladut.
Nap. Maybe I need a nap.
that last.
It could be anything. Could be anything.
Which one?
Hooch away. Yeah, away. Oh. So, okay, that was fun. That was fun. Let me give you all a couple of ideas. So we'll try this again, but classic ways to start a story: tlay dihin away or tlay eti away. Those are like saying like one time or once upon a time. And then you really throwing in some aqa away with the underlying G. And then wananis away, adach away. So just thinking about these, let me get my underline X. And we're just having fun. But as far as like some things that might help us in the structure of stories that are good to practice with exercises like this is how and when to use, like starting a story and tlingit. Like if we wanted to just sort of really move into kind of like old time storytellers, like that say keidihin awa, which would be once, and then kleiti awa. There was this one time, or this one. Oh yeah. So you gotta throw a couple of those in there. Long
I think
ago.
you gotta close your eyes when you say that one.
Right.
Oh, go away.
And then aqa away is and then. Adach away is saying like from that. Wananis away at some point. So just doing like logical jumps, jump to this thing, or adach away is a little bit more like because of that, although you can literally just say that one too. Adach away because of that, or that is why. And then wananis away, like it's how you do a jump. Like we just jump ahead to some future part of the story. It's like a heavy cut in a movie. Like it just goes from one scene directly to this other thing, like moving right along, right? Then yanshuatan kalneek would be, or you could say ye away yanshuatan. That's how this story ends. So just some little like narrative devices, and we can like, I'll try and gather up a few others that help us along. And just like, because we hadn't done this before too, like it's kind of maybe a little bit new to us, but just also just saying like, it could go any way we want it to go because we're just making it up. It's just for fun, totally just for fun. But then also like, because we're all just sort of in our various paths of language learning, it's not surprising if sometimes we get a little bit lost in the story or whatever, but maybe doing like 2 characters or something like that. Maybe next time we'll just decide who are 2 characters. Maybe we'll just pick a couple of animals or something or whatever, give them names that way. Because sometimes if the I voice is in there, is it always the I voice or it switches to the 3rd person? So fun thoughts or, oh yeah, you daddy did, you daddy dach.
Ishan we ka COVID.
Oh.
Got COVID. We kind of dropped them.
It's like, just moved on from them. Gee.
Yeah, they're isolated.
They're in isolation. Hit take yées wuti. They went to the back, they went behind the house. Like, hey, jeez. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, so let's see.
We should have had in other news.
This is where we left off with Kachon Ish. So we're at the 2-minute and 45 mark. Since you don't have class for the rest of the week, you should be able to get to the 4-minute mark by Monday. So there's your, I'll drop that challenge. Get to the 4-minute mark in this story. I will post the video link for tonight's class so you can download the video. And then I don't need to do the updated Elan file because we should be all up to this point already. You don't have to use Elan if you don't want to. But you just got to write the Singit in the English. Get it up to about the 4-minute point, and then we'll just go over it line by line on Monday. And then it starts getting up there. You'll start figuring out what the story is about by the time we hit that 4-minute mark. And then we'll go back and do maybe a little bit of this. I got another video I found that I think we'll check out next week. It's pretty exciting, but I think it's just something we'll listen to and respond to. So we'll probably start with listening to these elders talking. And then I would like to do at least one of these before we head out for our week of Shaqaiq and Chatasa. Oops, I move that. Okay, so coming back to here, let me get rid of that and that. So we're looking at, I think we did this, we did the positive versions, right? Just to recap, kachwaduk, kiyaduk, akawaduk, kautuwaduk, kayiduk, hasakawaduk, kauduwaduk. Maybe sometime I'll go in and start rearranging these. So we're doing first plural, second plural, third plural, and then fourth. But now we're going to go negative. So when we go to the negative, here's our prefixes. Here's what they should look like. So we're actually going to be grabbing from this list right here. And then if we look, so we still got an object, still got a subject. It's not going to be ya. Now it's going to be 0. We are also going to have the Irialis and you, which are going to combine together. But we are going to have object, ka, you, subject, 0, and du, long and high. So someone tell me, so there it is. I didn't tie it. Yeah.
That's success.
And then you didn't tie it. Yeah, they didn't tie it, and it's going to be this one because there is an object. We didn't tie it. Gonna be this one. I think the biggest thing is moving from going kautua to kautu. But just once you got clash, it's gotta go to that minus I version. In this case is 0.
Let's how to do.
Get away. How to do. You all didn't type. This was the one that doesn't change. Kayiduk. I mean, the stem changes, but the prefix doesn't change. Oh, I just caught up with the chat. Fake news. Yeshanik. That'd be fake news. Y'all didn't type. Keshkayidu. Yeah, away. Okay, Keshkayidu. So this one, we just got to put hus right there. Yeah, away. And I'll put this back up, but what we're going to have for the fourth person is if we change to d, that's what it is.
Clash cow do.
Yeah, away. Cash cow do. Okay, thoughts or questions on any of those? So this part is all the same. Ka, y. What's changing? Ka, 0, t, y, 0, and then d.
Is there a place in your book where all these prefixes are? Because I lost my cards.
Yeah, they're in Pausanich, Hayukatangi, and I think they're all in the reference, the Tlingit reference guide.
Tlingit reference guide?
Mm-hmm. Did we
Where's that?
Yeah, let's go take a look at it. Let's see. I will post it on our page. Then I'll show you what it looks like here. Let me find it. So this is what it looks like. And then, let's see. Do you think it's under verb modes? No, maybe not. Okay. I thought I did. I guess I don't have it on there. Okay. But it is, let's see. If we go back up here, they are listed here. So here's the positive, here's the perfectives, and then here they are with the thematic prefix on there. Then you go down, here's the negatives, and then the negatives with the thematic prefix. So I can post these, and what I'll do is under tonight's class, I'll also post just this table as an image, so you can have that image.
In a cheese.
Yeah, but yeah, we should do some just index cards that have these on there, so we can just have them handy to say, okay, we're doing perfectives, let's do perfectives. Because I think we're up to the, see, we did this one. And then next week we'll do a whole bunch of these love verbs, which I think we might have started in here last week. But we'll pick up here. And then we'll just bounce back and forth between this and Kahuan Ish, going through and sort of getting his work done.
You know, these pages like this that can be separate instead of looking through a book are really helpful, you know, so that you can focus on something there. And I had a tip from Jock. I said, you really know a lot. And then I figured out she must be studying. So I asked her and she said she takes, for example, the prefixes on a piece of paper and just says them aloud over and over. And so one of the tips I learned that I have since forgotten and forgot to do is it doesn't help to pronounce it in my head. I have to say it out loud and keep trying, because in my head it's perfect.
Oh, wow.
So when you say you're going to post it, where do you post it?
Plinketlanguage.com under Learning Plinkett and Advanced Plinkett.
And those prefix charts, they're in Carrie's dissertation, and they were online with the verb dictionary too at one point. I don't know about now.
Okay.
You know, I would find it useful to have a list of verb stems that we should know by our, you know, as beginners, and then add to it as intermediate, and then add to it as advanced, because I feel like there's, you know, they come up all the time and they're, you know, they're rich and wonderful if they're in a kalneek, but for conversation, it would be nice to have basic, you know, 50 verbs. Just a thought.
Yeah, no, that's a great thought. And I think the reference guide has like there's a group of us and we talked about like, what's the most common verbs? And those were the ones that we came up with. And then I was trying to figure out like if something like this would be helpful as well, which is like another way to sort of just have a quick chart of the perfective, but then this isn't showing all of the classifiers. It's really saying you have ya and then anything with a consonant in it. So this is all the others. You'd have hua, yi or iya, wu or uwa, awa, wutua, yi, haswu or hasua, hasawa, and then wudua. And then for this, you could substitute any, so just, it could be huase, huadze, huashe, huadle, huashe, huadje. Change that consonant, and that's the only thing that you need to change. So I'll put these slides up there as well so you folks can look at them, and we'll take a look at them next week. And we'll start thinking about, maybe I'll take some time over the weekend and think about how to put together something that we can get to you folks. It's really just a set of index cards to really sort of help master these. Maybe there's a card game we could put together for this stuff.
So some of the words that we're working on right now in this set, like do, is not in the reference guide. You know, so I'm just saying I want to get some kind of a manageable list, and I can just study that one instead of starting at and ending up at.
Are you telling me to get my act together? Okay.
No, never. I would never tell somebody that. Bless your heart.
But yeah, that sounds good. That makes a lot of sense. And I think I froze.
And I think you're very good at taking suggestions about getting your act together.
Okay, I'm always looking for
Ah.
ways.
It doesn't work the other way, though.
Wasnik. Watnik. There.
Just start.
Uskietki.
Okay. Okay, we Christmas Archu. Ah, you wish Gachtustin, Johann, goodness cheese.
Jeez.
Goodness cheese. Happy Turkey Day.
Goodness, cheese.
Ah, goodness.
Cheese.
Cheese.